We are hanging out at home, but we're also doing more around the house. So going barefoot isn't a good idea. And as we're starting to venture out, I mean, it is a sneaker world, even with a dress, even with something a little bit dressier than the more loungewear that I'm wearing tonight. So we're going to start things off with this fabulous shoe, which is the first day ever on air. It's also the only order of the year. So if your size sells out, we won't get it back in until maybe 2021, and that's kind of iffy. So if you love a color and your size, get it before it goes. Because if we have this really pretty slate with chalk accents and then the chalk outsole, but down below we have pink with that soft chalk, so it's not a bright white, and of course the chalk outsole as well. Because it's the only order of the year, I don't want you to wait. And you know what, Ellen, something we didn't make a big enough fuss over when we were on the air last time, and I want to give it a big shout out, is that a lot of the shoes in the show, and this one in particular, come in a 10.5. So you know, I do a weekly shoe show, sometimes even more than once a week. Everybody comes to my Facebook page to ask me about shoes. That's one of the #1 questions. Where are the 10.5? So we do have size 5 through 10, including half size. We also have size 10.5 that we rarely have, and size 11 and size 12. But if, you know, obviously we know the name, but we'd love you to give us that little background information about like who you are at Reebok, what you guys are all about. And really quickly, this is all man-made. So if you don't wear suede, you don't have to worry about it if you don't wear leather, because these are all man-made materials. So tell us about Reebok.
Sure. Reebok, we started way back in 1895 in the UK. And then we came to the United States right around 1979, and that's when the fitness craze happened. So a lot of our shoes are modeled after our sort of retro fitness shoes that were for running and for training at the time. And then we've brought them back and we've stylized them, colored them up, obviously, add a little chunk to the midsole on this one. And we really design everything through the lens of style, because we know we just want to look cute all the time, even if we're working out or we're hanging out.
So only 700 to go around. And let's talk about this shoe, because this is brand new today. So if you're getting the Harman Ripple Double, which comes in the 2 beautiful colors, only 700 left, and all those sizes, again, between those 2 colors. So give us what the shoe is all about. Is it a fashion shoe you wear around the house and you get some steps in? Give us the 411 on this one.
So it's definitely a fashion shoe. It's made for a fashion lifestyle. Like you were saying, we're around the house now, and so we don't always want to be barefoot. You can definitely take, you know, your dog for a walk, the kids for a walk in this, but it's definitely not for working out or intense working out. It is based after a running shoe that was in 1985, but again, we brought it forward. We've, like you said, all man-made materials with that sort of faux suede that's super soft. We've popped it in that pink and that green. And then we've actually added some 5/8 of an inch to the midsole to give us short girls a little bit of height, and to give everybody a looking elongated leg look as well, with that little bit of a height in the midsole.
Right, but remember that anything at QVC that's under an inch is really, truly a comfort shoe in height. We call anything under 2.5 inches the sweet spot. So you guys will feel great in this all day. Jacinth looks adorable. She's head to toe Reebok, but again, I'm in a Cuddle Duds dress. You can wear this with a super casual dress. You can wear this with one of what we call our sneaker dresses now, like the little t-shirt dresses from Isaac Mizrahi. Let's talk about the insole, because you know we have the most educated shoe shoppers in the country. They are smart, my shoe shoppers. So what's going on in the insole of the shoe, Ellen?
So in the Harman Ripple Double, it's just our regular basic sock liner that we have in there. The EVA foam on the midsole is the real part of the comfort. So we do tack down with little glue dots all of our sock liners, and you can pull those up and put your orthotics in there if you need the arch support.
Right.
It does have a comfort footbed in there, but I know a lot of people in our classic shoes like to add their own orthotics.
Well, what's nice about here is you still do have padding underneath your foot, and I want that to be very evident. But if you do want to put your own custom orthotic, or even pull an orthotic, or even just pull an insole from another shoe that you already own that has a more pronounced arch support, you can do that too. We also have at QVC the Vionic 3/4 length inserts, and those you don't have to pull the insole out because it is 3/4 length. So you could just pop it right in, you're good to go. So it looks like suede, but it's all man-made, and it's also lightweight. You know, it's not super heavy. A shoe can look like this and weigh 5 times as much. So this is the only order of the year. We've already gotten limited in some colors and sizes. This has been the most popular in the show, no wonder, because we love our green. It's called Slate. but think of it as a really pretty soft green. And then if you want the pink, which is leaning a little bit more lilac, you got that one too. Now, it's on 3 easy payments, and what's really exciting is you guys get to wear this the entire summer, like 3 months. We are 30 days to love it or return it. We are now at 90 days to love it or return it, which means you can get to August and be like, yeah, I just don't love it. And yes, you can even wear this outside. And if you do that, you can still return it or exchange it for free for 3 months by the end of the summer.